Welcome to the Rebel Devils podcast. My name is Jordan Smith and I'm your host. And today I'm with the OnlyFans sensation and sidemen celebrity, Georgia Pridding, aka
Hello.
Biscuit Tits. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, George?
Very good, very good. So
Good.
let's get straight into it then. So how the fuck did you get into OnlyFans? You know, what got you in there?
Wow.
You've been doing it for a few years now.
I have. So basically, I was doing TikTok live streams, and then one day, some random person came into my live stream and was like, "Do you have an OnlyFans?" And I didn't know what it was, and then I googled it and realised my fate was being a massive slag.
And did it kick off immediately? How did it all start?
No, so it was kind of a slow process at first until I started to take it seriously, because I was kind of doing it on the side of my full-time job at the time, and then I got sacked from that. So
Oh, dear.
I thought I might as well do it full-time.
Was it scary to start? Like, you know, did you have any nerves? Were you scared about what people would think about you?
Yeah, like I feel like with anything in the adult industry, it's always scary to start, but I kind of just came to a realisation that you can't really give a fuck.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But, you know, a lot of people in OnlyFans, you know, struggle with mental health. Is that something that impacts you?
Yeah, 100%. But it's like with everything you do, I guess. Like, everyone has peaks and troughs with the mental health. But when you're looking at pictures and videos of yourself all day, it can kind of get a bit daunting.
Does it create insecurities or?
I don't know. It depends how much of a strong mind you've got, I guess. But yeah, I'd say it definitely creates insecurities, but you've just got to find different ways to kind of move from that.
And how deep has it affected your mental health? Like, what would you say that kind of your worst moment is in terms of that?
Oh, good question. I mean, there's not like one particular moment that stands out for me, but it's just kind of times where comments that can get you down, or
Yeah.
people
All
that...
these trolls, right? You know, literally
Yeah.
just negativity.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you've just got to realise that whatever someone's saying about you is just a projection of their own insecurity.
Do you tend to read your comments then, or do you just ignore them?
Yeah, I mean, when I'm on live streams or doing stuff like that, then I guess you have no choice, but...
And what type of comments do hurt you?
I guess with like my family situation, like
All right.
not necessarily my parents. I'm very close to my parents, but I don't speak to a lot of my family for different reasonings. But when people kind of delve into that and say, "Oh, your family don't support you," or because I don't speak to
But
them,
they don't know that, right?
I mean, that's the thing. It's kind of a question of do they or do they not know.
So that's obviously something that sticks to it. So talking about family, what was your upbringing like and where are you from?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Wythenshawe, Manchester.
Is that where Shameless was filmed?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit rough, but I've been here all my life. It's been all right. Yeah.
So what's it like? What's your relationship with your mother and father?
My mum and dad are amazing. Don't really talk to my dad about the whole OnlyFans stuff, but it's not all about the money. But in terms of like financially, knowing that I can just like help them whenever they need it or be there for them like that is a major plus.
So have you done things for them? What's the nicest thing you've done for your mum and dad since you started this journey?
I actually paid for my dad's mortgage on the house.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
And does that make you feel good?
Yeah, I guess so.
So there is some positives for OnlyFans.
Yeah,
so a lot of people in the
definitely.
outside world just think you make loads of money, you're selfish, you take care of yourself, and that's it. So, you know, obviously that feeling it must have been to, you know, reward, you know, and say thank you to your family must have been really good. And are your parents together?
No, but they split when I was like much younger.
And did that impact you? Did that, you know, did you live with your mum or your father?
So I lived with my mum and my dad in my dad's house up until I was about 4. And then me and my mum found somewhere new to live. And then since then I've moved back in with my dad. So it's a bit of a confusing
And
situation.
when did you move with your dad? Was that recently or?
I'd say about 3 years ago.
Okay, is that around the time you started OnlyFans?
No, I'd say it's a bit later.
A bit later.
Yeah.
So do you think anything to do with your family dynamics has, you know, encouraged you to go down the OnlyFans route? Because a lot of people say people who do OnlyFans have got, you know, these childhood problems or traumas or something that might have gone off in their life, or you know, father figures or mother figures not being present in their life. Is that influenced you in any way?
No, I feel like, I mean, I haven't always had the best in life, but I also haven't had the worst. And family dynamic was like never an issue, although my parents were separated. Like, there was no kind of problems from that. They still remained amicable within the split, and they were always there for me as parents. So I don't think necessarily it's to do with family. I think a lot of it has to do with how much I'm like my mum, because my mum's very strong-minded and, you know, don't give a fuck about what people think. So I think a lot of it helped, like, in that way.
And that must, you know, that influence must have helped you through this OnlyFans journey.
Yeah,
where
100%.
You've got all these outsiders and people who are hating on you.
Yeah.
So to kind of ignore that, and I know you've listened to the comments, but, you know, you must have a strong mindset to keep pursuing and not giving up, right?
No, definitely.
So how has OnlyFans affected not your family relationships, but, you know, boyfriends, you know, that type of stuff?
Yeah, I think in that aspect it has definitely affected. I feel like people just have like a bird's eye view of what OnlyFans is. They don't like delve deeper into it. I like to differentiate my personal life and my work life. Like, they're completely two separate things. But from an outsider's perspective, I feel like it just gets mangled into one. And I feel like a lot of men have the issue of like seeing that OnlyFans thing, and that's what you like 24/7. Which in my case is not like that. So,
you know, deep question, but, you know, I'm aware that you've never had a boyfriend. And,
no.
You know, you're a beautiful girl. Why? What's going on? Is it something with you? Is it something with them? Have you had bad experiences? Tell me more.
I feel like I'm just a crazy fucker, really, to put it simply.
In what way? What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Craziest thing I've ever done?
I met you in a crazy situation, to be fair.
Yeah, we did actually. So I went out with a mutual friend at the time. It was because I had some, don't know whether I'm allowed to say this, but edibles I was selling on the side, and we kind of met so I could give him these edibles. Right. And then he was like, "Oh, I've got a meeting with my friend." So obviously I was like, "I'll go home. I don't want to be in this situation. Don't want to disturb." He's like, no, like, stay. And then I realised down the line that was all set up.
Oh, my God.
That I met you.
Yeah, and then, it was indeed. It was set up.
Friendship blossomed.
Yeah, and then we almost organised a threesome.
We did actually. Unsuccessfully.
Unsuccessfully. We were going to try and get a bisexual person in between us, because Georgia's straight, I'm gay, so we were going to get someone in the middle to do us both. Yeah. So, Georgia, what's the hardest thing you've ever gone through in your life so far, would you say?
I'd say one time definitely sticks out for me. So initially the reason that I moved in with my dad was my mum was suffering quite bad with her mental health, and she has always suffered with like depression and stuff.
Right.
Anyway, this one night I get like kind of a really long message that kind of was like nothing I'd received before. I kind of knew something was wrong, so I immediately called the police to my mum's house, and I went over as well, and there was actually lots of things that like insinuated that she was going to end her life that night. So
oh my God.
Yeah, I feel like that was definitely the hardest point for me.
And has that affected you? How's that affected you since? Has it created quite a bit of trauma?
Yeah, I mean, I think something as hard hitting as that is going to affect anyone. So.
Bless you. I just want to give you a cuddle.
Yeah.
But what's kind of like how's it impacted you in the sense that you know, in your OnlyFans journey?
I feel like it's like nothing is promised sort of thing. So you might as well just live your life the way you want, because we all think that tomorrow's just going to be there for us, and in some situations life can be gone like that. So yeah, I feel like with that it's just make the most of the time that you have and just do what you want to do. Yeah,
from someone who's themselves went through suicidal thoughts and things like that in the past through my previous experience, I completely relate to you there, and you know, it's a really, really hard thing to go through. You know, and a lot of people, you know, think, you know, people who have these suicidal thoughts or even act on them, you know, are selfish and stuff like that. But in that moment when you're going through that, you know, you think everyone's against you. You think the whole world's against you, and you just want to make everyone's lives better by ending your nose. So a lot of people, misjudge that situation. But we'll get away from the depressing stuff now. We'll get into more of the fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I want to go into and ask this question to every single model that comes on.
Okay.
What is the weirdest sexual experience you've ever had in your entire life?
Weirdest sexual experience.
I know that you licked Sophia's bumhole in a toilet.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I'd say the weirdest sexual experience. So this is when I don't want to say very young because that would be weird, but I was of age. It was one of like my first sexual experiences. And I was on kind of a walk with this guy that I was seeing. And, things kind of got a bit heated in the moment. So we thought we'd go on a park bench and, decide to do things.
All right.
So we kind of got his jacket.
Risky.
Yeah, we got his jacket and kind of tried to cover what we were doing. And then a young school, some young students from a school decided to just walk past. They must have been on, a school trip or something. So, yeah, that was definitely very weird. I wouldn't recommend.
And what's the weirdest request you've ever had on OnlyFans? I've had some weird ones. Someone fucking oranges. Someone selling bottles of squirt. There's got to be something that you've been offered before.
Yeah, so this is actually a very, very recent. When I say recent, I mean 2 days ago.
Wow.
So I got a request from a subscriber, and they basically, it wasn't very sexual, but they wanted me to be in a bikini. And they wanted green, gunge, slime.
Like discharge?
No, like slime. You know what they do in, the Nickelodeon shows where they pour buckets of slime? So you wanted green and pink slime and for me to, pour it all over myself and, touch myself and stuff.
Did you do it?
I've not done it yet, but it's pending.
Are you going to do it?
I will, yeah. I'm up for anything.
So you're up for anything. I like it. And what's the best sexual experience you've ever had?
The best.
Yeah, the one that you just got. You thought afterwards. And you thought, "Fuck, that was hot."
Probably with this one stoner guy that I used to see.
Right. Why stoner guy?
I don't know. He's just always so chilled and relaxed, and I guess it's not one experience, but just his cock was unreal.
What is an unreal cock to you?
Very, very girthy. I don't think it matters that much on length, but having a girthy, quite long cock.
So there you go, guys. This is for people, girthy wins.
Yeah, but it was just magical every time.
Did you like eye
I'm
fuck?
blocked now, by the way.
Did you like eye fuck? You blocked now?
I'm blocked, yeah.
Oh dear. So during the sex, did you have that connection as well?
Oh yeah, it was
eye fucking?
Yeah, it was in love sort of thing.
But now I want to know why he blocked you. What did you do?
Basically, so it was quite a confusing situation for about 3 years where I always wanted something more and he didn't. But then he kind of started to switch up and say, oh, we should go for food and stuff. But then I thought, do you know what? No, I'm going to flip the lid on you. So I kind of sent him a message saying, it's been going on too long. We're not doing this anymore. And then he kind of got his ego hurt. So he blocked me.
Oh, has that happened a lot?
No, I wouldn't say a lot.
Good. Well, now I'm going to go into, this has been a topic on the Sinners podcast, I believe, where people have been asked this question. So I'm going to ask this to you. What is your opinion on people who say OnlyFans is a form of prostitution?
I'd say no, it isn't. Because the definition of prostitution is selling yourself in person physically in the exchange for money. Whereas if you're selling pictures or videos online, it's just going to watch a film at the cinema.
Do you offer to meet people on OnlyFans, or is that not possible?
No, I think with the world at the minute, it's such a scary place. I think you've definitely got to stay safe and keep yourself protected. So no, I would never do that.
So you would say prostitution and OnlyFans is two different things? It's
for example, I like to use this theory.
Your metaphors, your famous metaphors.
My metaphors, yeah. So
go for it.
With Christianity, for example.
God, not this one.
With Christianity, it kind of is like an umbrella. You've got your Catholics, you've got your Protestants. In relation to the sex industry, it's the same thing. It's like an umbrella. So you have prostitutes, you have your online sex work. So it falls under the same umbrella.
Right,
But
just before you continue, I've never known anyone to mix religion and sex into one industry. So...
No, but like comparing them both, it's kind of like the same thing, I think.
And a similar question to a lot of people online. This is, you know, more people online who say OnlyFans girls are slags. What do you say to them?
I say, like my point earlier with, they only see a bird's eye view of what we do. They don't see our personal life, or they just see our work.
Right, okay.
So, no.
And I've asked this question to a few other people before, and this is basically the ideal length of sex. And we're not talking about the build-up, we're on about penetration only. How long is the ideal length of penetration? Previous people have said 15 minutes. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Do you like it longer?
I like it longer.
How many hours are we talking, Georgia, you dirty bitch?
I mean, ideally, probably like 50 minutes.
50 minutes exactly?
Yeah. So realistically, though, probably about, I'd say 25 minutes.
25 minutes. So you'd accept 25 minutes, but ideally you'd like it the length of a seminar.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. And what is your favourite position?
Oh, this is going to sound really boring, but I like quite basic missionary.
Like missionary, eye fucking?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And what's your weirdest fetish? And I know you've done some, you know, crazy stuff in the past, but what would you say your weirdest fetish is? By weird, I mean the one that might shock the audience the most. Because you're an innocent little girl. And I've known that you've done some videos before, like humiliation videos and stuff like that, and you've showed me, and it's so fucking hilarious because you're so nice. And you went to him, you went, you've been a naughty boy.
My weirdest fetish. I wouldn't say it's like that weird, but I love having sex on like the floor.
The floor?
Yeah.
You love a few carpet
I think
burns?
I've got a floor fetish.
A floor fetish?
Yeah.
Right, that is the first time I've heard that one. You know, I've heard many fetishes in my time of managing people, but wow, floor fetish, that is one.
Yeah.
What is your biggest ick?
My biggest ick? Someone that's not open-minded. So someone that like shuts an idea down straight away without like thinking about it, I'd say.
Fair enough.
Or like when a guy goes to like reach something in like Tesco or something and the top of their arse crack is showing.
What the fuck? That's an ick to you?
Yeah.
That icks you? Well, fucking hell, that is absolutely insane. So what is it about that gives you the ick?
It's just like...
So literally, you could have fucking Zac Efron or Justin Bieber or whoever they fucking fancy, but if his arse crack is shown in Tesco, you'd say no.
It's like the top of the arse crack when they're either reaching to get something.
What if it's a really nice arse crack?
No, it just doesn't do it for me.
So who's a celebrity that you really fancy?
Probably like young Hugh Grant.
Right, so we're talking to Hugh Grant. You've just met him in Tesco, and he's top of his arse crack showing. Would you not bang him?
No.
What?
Like, no, it really gives me the ick.
Right, okay, that is the weirdest thing I've ever heard of, I'm not going to lie. But now we're going to get into some fun stuff. So it's the game time. So we're going to play a game of Spit and Swallow, the famous game of Rebel Devils podcast, right?
Okay.
And basically the rules are, there's two different shot glasses. One is hot sauce, the next is mayonnaise.
Oh, and I've got a phobia of mayonnaise.
I thought you'd love mayonnaise considering you're an OnlyFans model. No? Fair enough, well, we'll see. But basically, the rules of the game are, we will flip a coin. We will both pick heads or tails. Whoever it lands on has to take the drink regardless. If you spit it out into the bucket, you fail. And if you swallow it, you get... 50 quid.
Okay.
So, Morgan, bring over...
Do I get a drink with this?
We'll decide. Depends if you're a good girl. Oh, I know you like that one.
I do. Oh, I'm scared.
Right, let's play Spit or Swallow. Woo. So inside our first glass, we have strawberry lube. Do we have the containers to show? Can you pass a lubricant assistant? My gay assistant. So strawberry flavoured lube is the first one. So Lee, will you flip the coin for us? Georgia?
No, wait, we've got to choose heads or tails.
You go first. You choose.
Heads.
Oh, dirty bitch. Tails. Let's go. Right, Lee, flip the coin.
Oh, it's got to be heads. Come on.
Twos.
Fuck. And have we got a bucket?
You've swallowed worse. Come on.
I have swallowed worse. This is my average Saturday night. Fucking hell, it's biggin. That is actually vile, not gonna lie.
It's the way it just dropped in your mouth.
Oh.
It's like frog spawn.
Oh, mate, it was like frog. It was like eating tadpoles, strawberry flavoured tadpoles.
Stop.
Oh, God, I can still taste it. Right, next one is hot sauce. Lee, please fill the cup. Well, not fill it, but give a good shot of it in there. Oh, great.
That is disgusting.
Now flip the coin. Heads or tails, Georgia?
I'm gonna go with heads again.
I'm gonna go tails. Well, I've got no choice.
Heads.
Oh
Hooray!
no! Oh,
Right.
I've got to drink all of this mixed with lube.
A little bit of lube in there, but I drank most of it, darling. Don't worry.
Can I have some water on standby in case it's really
You've got a
hot?
beer.
Oh, Desperado. Oh no, that's a Corona. All right. I can't swallow that. Oh!
Well, that means I'm going to have a good night tonight. 50 quid. Right, Georgia, next game is sex education. So
Lovely.
this is where you're going to teach the audience and our viewers promoting safe sex how to effectively put a condom on. So,
Okay.
Lee,
Miss Pridding is in the building.
can you set up the cucumber?
I've actually never put a condom on anything.
Have you not?
No.
There's a cucumber,
A
condom,
girthy cucumber.
a girthy cucumber, just like you like it.
Oh, yes.
And we've got some strawberry flavoured lubricant that I'm now traumatised from. So, what I'd like you to do, you dirty bitch, what I'd like you to do is show our audience how to effectively put an extra safe condom on and lubricate it effectively to have good penetration.
Penetration. Right, okay, so you've got your cucumber. Make sure it's very thick and girthy.
And hard.
Like this.
That's a good start if it's hard.
Yeah, and then you're going to rip open your condom, which is going to be very easy. And try not to rip the actual condom.
Why, Georgia? Why not to rip it?
Because then all the spunk is just going to leave the condom.
And enter the vagina.
Yeah, which we don't want.
We don't want that. Why?
Because it's pregnancy.
Pregnancy.
Right, okay, so you're going to make sure that this little gnome's head is the right way round.
Is that the right way?
Yeah.
Right.
I think so. Okay, so you're going to get the tip of your cucumber and you're going to put it on like this. And no, it's the wrong way round. Okay, so that was the wrong way round, guys. This
And also,
is
to
gonna be
reduce the
right
sexual
way.
tension during putting a condom on, make sure you're always prepared and got the condom ready because it creates an awkward situation before you put it on.
Now you're going to like maintain eye contact if you can. And you're going to roll it down.
You're meant to actually clip the tip so it doesn't have a big ball at the end. Oh, there you go. You put it on effectively.
For all them guys that say a condom won't fit, I mean, it will.
Yeah, is it an ego thing, do you think? But then also, that's going to be some pretty dry sex, isn't it? Lube it up.
Oh. And then you're going to get your strawberry lube or whatever choice of lube you like. And then you're going to put like a lot on. And then
Like now, whilst you do it, look into the camera as if that you're looking into the other person's eyes whilst you're touching his cucumber. And now...
I've got lubey hands.
And what do you do with lubey hands? Wipe them on the bed sheets.
I'll lick them.
Or lick them. And now you can have safe penetration.
Has anyone actually got a tissue, please?
So the last game we're going to play, Georgia, is, well, normally it's called gay chicken, and that's where you get two guys to go in for a kiss, and the first person to back out loses.
Okay.
So I thought the only way, I don't have another girl with me today, so what I'm going to use is our gay friend, Lee.
Woo!
Say
Come on,
hello
Lee.
to Lee.
Hi,
Snazzy
Lee.
Hi guys.
So, you're both going to lean in for a kiss.
Okay.
You need to try and turn the gay guy on. You're good at this, good at manipulation. Okay, so if whoever backs out first will get £20. No, whoever doesn't back out will get £20.
Okay.
So, for the cameras, 3, 2, 1, buy chicken.
Oh, I can't.
Who backed out first, though, would you say?
No
Morgan?
one backs out.
Oh, no one backed out. A draw. So we'll give you a tenner each. But Georgia, short podcast this time around. We'll have you on a longer one next time. But it's been great to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the Rebel Devils podcast,
Thanks for
aka
having
Biscuit
me.
Tits.
Oh yeah.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.